Okay, let's talk a little bit about your character, who they are,
Okay.
their goals in
Um,
life.
well, I'm playing a character named Suisen Kumori. He is a Archfey warlock. Um, what does it say about him? He's kind of scumbag a little bit, but not in a mean way, but in like a I don't care about people way. Um, what he does for a living is he will go around different like battlegrounds of wars and battles that were happening, and will um take whatever seems valuable and sell it off to the highest bidder for money. Um, he just goes around and does that all the time. Um, if he was living in the real world, he would basically be living paycheck to paycheck, but he's a poor guy. Um, yeah, not much about it. A very simple life.
Okay, is there like anything specific your character wants to like do? Like what are their? Do you have any like big motivations or goals? Do you think you
Right
have?
now, I think right now, if before we do anything, it would just be surviving, um, by any means necessary. Um, that's a big part of his character, where he will do anything to not get hurt and not get in trouble. Um, there's a big talker and big runner, not much of a fighter.
All right, and that's everything you want to say then.
I did forget to say he was an air genasi, but no, that's pretty much it.
Before we do anything, it's Suisen or sorry, how do you
Yeah,
pronounce?
Suisun,
Okay,
Suisun,
making sure.
Kumori. That's his, family name.
All right, so we're gonna start off, and it's a stormy kind of a night, and you're quickly walking through the back alleys of the streets, trying not to get noticed. You're wearing a dark kind of like robe, not only, sorry, for the rain, as well as kind of just like to help blend in a little bit. You make your way into an inn, and you ask for a room that's away from everyone else, kind of like private, and you just want to you get your room, get your key, and you go in. So like anything you want to do to your room before you like head to sleep or anything like that.
Um, I would say try checking for any sort of like listen to see if anybody's listening, see if there's any like holes to peep through before I head to bed. Um, Clearly I don't want to be seen by anybody.
Yeah. So this room that you're in, well, I guess I should describe it first before you do anything. It's a
Yeah.
one bed with no windows. It's a very small room. It like fits just a single bed, and then you have a little what are those things called? Nightstand. You have a nightstand. You have a
Yeah.
nightstand with a candle on it, illuminating the room. That's the only light you have coming into here, so it's kind of dark.
Okay.
So could you roll me a perception?
Indeed, I can. Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, I have a +4. No, that is a 10.
Okay. So you're looking around, and it doesn't look like anything's been tampered with physically. There's no holes or anything like that, and you don't have to worry about anyone trying to look through the window since there is no window.
Right.
The only thing you really notice is that the where the bed's been, there's marks, seeing that it's like been moved plenty of times back and forth.
Okay. I'll probably just head to bed then, rather than look for anything else.
All right. I want you to roll another perception check.
Oh boy. That is a 18 plus 5, 23.
Okay. You're definitely beating that. All right. You start to hear rattling coming from underneath you.
As I'm laying on the bed.
Yeah, underneath your bed.
Um, I assume I just have like my basic weapons on me, like a dagger, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to brandish that and look underneath the bed.
Okay. There is a hatch being lifted up right as you look under, and a arm comes out and grabs you by the collar. You roll me a strength roll, or
Saving throw?
saving throw first. Yeah,
Okay. Do first, do I see anything other than just the arm?
it's just a big, burly arm covered in fur.
Jesus. Okay, this is not gonna go well. That is a 3 minus 1, 2.
Yeah. Okay. You get dragged under,
Yeah.
and you're in complete. Do you have dark vision? Dark vision?
Let me check. I do not.
Yeah.
What's that I
Okay.
know of? I can't see it anywhere.
You're completely covered in blindness, and as you're kind of struggling to get out there, you're hearing rustling coming from around you. It sounds like about 2 to 3 guys are there.
Wait, hold on. I can see dim light within 60 feet. I do have dark vision. Okay.
There's no light at all.
Okay. Well, dark vision 60 feet anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you can only see dim light, right? Because this is just
Yeah,
black.
well, in darkness you see if it was dim light. Sorry, I just didn't see where. I was like, is it in my proficiencies? No, it was under my senses. I'm blind.
I want you to make another saving throw.
What's saving throw?
Strength.
Strength. Oh boy. That is a 9 minus 1, 8.
Okay. Yeah. So this guy puts his arm around you, or his arm around your neck. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, glad we were able to finally find you. You owe Raven quite a lot of money. His arm
Little
gets,
me? No.
yes, little old you. His arm gets tighter. I'm gonna make you do one more. If you fail this, you'll
One
get
more.
knocked out.
Is it a good time to say that I can breathe? Like, I can just hold my breath forever?
Huh. Okay.
That's
Alright.
a, yeah. As long as I'm not incapacitated. So if I get knocked out,
Yeah,
then
I guess he's just gonna have to knock you over the head.
yeah. Which I can still roll a strength save if you would like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That is a 5 minus 1, 4.
Yeah. Alright, you get knocked out.
Yeah.
So, you wake up into a room. You're completely tied to a chair. Legs and arms strapped. And there's a couple candles lit around. It's a very narrow, long, like hallway, and you're all the way at the end of it. And at the end, there's a door. So you're on one side of the end, and on the very opposite side is the door. It's about, I want to say 20 feet between you and the door, and there's a damp smell of blood in the air.
Do I hear anything around, like in the walls or like from the door?
Just the dripping of water.
Okay. Um, the hallway's completely empty.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, could I could I try to like I assume my hands are like bound behind my back.
No, they're tied to the arms of the chair.
Oh, okay. Um, could I try to like pry the ropes with shocking grasp?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would I have to do a spell attack for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's right next to your hand. It's a shocking grasp.
Yeah, it's like it's an inanimate object, you know. So I was like, I'm not too sure.
Alright. You're bound with metal chains, so you will get shocked if
Oh.
you do this.
Ooh. I probably
So
won't then
no
because I
effort
don't
break
think
it.
yeah, I don't think my shotgun grasp would break it. So yeah, I'll hold off on that then.
Okay. Alright.
I guess I'm
I guess
waiting.
you just want to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, might as well. I will like yeah, I'll just wait because I don't know what's gonna happen to me and I can't really do anything.
So you're kind of just waiting there for a couple hours. At least that's what it seems like when you finally start to hear some footsteps walking in. And you hear the key rattling of some keys, and the door clicks. In walks three dudes with one guy in the very front. And you notice him pretty quickly, realize it's the guy that you've been borrowing money from. He's a pretty big dude. He's black hair, or I guess more like fur, black fur, with jet. How to best describe this? It's like dog ears, kind of pointing out and jetting. And you know this guy's bad news because you've heard stories about him, and you only went to him because you were desperate, and you thought you wouldn't be in this position. You thought that what you were borrowing the money for would have been good enough. That you would have been able to pay it off quick enough.
Do I know his name at all? Or do I
Yes,
just
it's
know him as like
Raven.
okay.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
you know him as, which is odd because he's a dog shifter.
Right.
So he walks up to you. He's like, "Sweet Suisen." God, I pronounced your name terribly. Fuck. Whatever. You're a hard man to find. You know that?
Raven. Hi. Um, that's kind of my job, being hard to find.
No, your job's to give me my money back. That's your job.
And I'm working on it.
Are you? Is that why you've been avoiding me and my men?
It's a little hard not to avoid someone trying to kill me.
We don't need to kill you. I mean, there's no value in you dead.
Then why am I here?
I got a little tip. There's a battle that happened a couple days ago about, I want to say, 200 yards to the west. Two pretty big generals died there. I want you to go there, see what you can find. I'll let you keep 10% of what you find. You bring the weapons, any tools you find back. We'll sell them, give you 10% of the profit.
couldn't have just mailed me this.
What?
Couldn't have just mailed me this.
I don't exactly live anywhere. Where would I mail it to?
Well, you found me pretty easily, nonetheless.
Yeah, because you went to one of the places we own. What were you expecting? You want to run down in and not expect us to have people there?
I think mail would have sufficed for knocking me out and chaining me up. I gesture to the chains.
Hey, it was just a. Think of it as a warning not to disappear next time.
I'll try not to.
You better not. Because we'll find you.
I can tell.
Alright. I'm going to keep you here for the night. And in the morning, we'll let you walk over to this place. If you disappear, though, it's not going to be very fun for you. You understand?
Don't you think it'd be better if I were to go at night before anybody else can pillage it? Because you know there's other scalpers around trying to grab the goods. I'm not the quickest sometimes.
That might be true, but I already got my men on standby.
Fine. Could I get a pillow at least?
Alright, fine. Get this man unbound and get his ass a pillow. He
What a
walks
good
out.
employer.
They untie you, bring you a blood-stained pillow, and they leave for the night.
Lovely. I'm not sleeping on that thing. I'm curling up on the ground and trying to sleep.
Alright. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. That thing's probably flea-ridden, to be honest with you.
Yeah. AIDS.
No one knows about that yet. It's not a thing.
Oh, you're right.
The morning rolls around, and... Sorry, give me one sec.
Okay. Jesus Christ, I think I like indigestion or something. Anyways, the morning rolls around. They bring you out of the cell, blindfold you, and escort you back off to the outside of the base and back into your room. I know the battleground from the inn to there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You just want to head straight there?
Probably. I don't want that to happen to me. I want to get this over with at this point. I'm like, I got fucking knocked out. I gotta get in his goods.
So you walk over there. I actually don't know how long it would take to walk over 200 yards. We're gonna say about a day and a half.
Okay.
You're a skinny guy, right? Your character?
Yeah. I'm a fairly skinny guy.
So you're taking the walk pretty slow. Oh shit. Never mind. 200 yards is not that far.
I was gonna say that's
We're gonna say we're rearranging that. Weird. We're gonna rearrange that and say we're gonna say 7 miles. 5 to 7 miles.
okay.
That's
That works.
better. even if that's not that short either, but that's fine.
Probably would it'd probably take me a
It's gonna take you
couple
like
hours to walk
4
that.
hours to go over there.
Yeah. So it's
So
morning,
you,
so it's probably around like noon at that point. Yeah.
yeah, you're there as soon as like the sun's at the highest peak, and you see all the blood and dead bodies. You're pretty used to this. A lot of people lying there, like eyes soulless. Some
Yeah.
people's guts are lying around, while others' heads just are completely blown apart.
I have to try to find like kind of the middle of the battleground to see if like that's where at least one of the generals are, because you said there was two of them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you said you want
Yeah,
to
I'll
go
check
up
my.
to the hill and just like check around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You kind of see if anything big happened there. Somebody got murked. Something important, I should say.
You can go up to the hill, and you can see a tent, pretty big tent. It's the only kind of like standing. It's the only thing standing from all this.
Mhm.
Like it surprisingly looks untouched compared to the rest of like everywhere else on the battlefield.
Does it look like it was put up during the battle, or or like I guess beaten before the battle, or does it look like that's where
It was
Raven's
built
men are?
before the battle.
Okay. Is there do I see any light in it? Do I see any shadows?
There definitely are shadows being casted from the sun, but there's no active light going in, or like there's no light from inside the tent.
Okay. So I can't see if anybody's inside.
You can see inside of it because you're there's still light. It's just not super lit up.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go try checking if there's not going inside of it, but trying to stay far enough away, but like trying to see if there's any commotion inside, anybody moving. Um, Want to make sure nobody is around. At least anybody that I don't know.
All right. You make me a stealth check.
Ooh. Still, ooh, I have proficiency in that. That is a 17 plus 5, 22.
With the utmost like care, I guess would be the word. You can walk your way up without even making the slightest bit of noise. Confident that no one's in there. Slowly take a look in, or confidently that no one heard you, not no one's in there. You take a look in, and you don't see anyone around besides for a table, a weapon, and some random clothes discarded and lying around.
It's one single weapon inside.
Yes.
Um, okay. Does it look important? Does it look like a normal like katana that somebody like some random soldier would have?
It's not really a weapon you've seen before. It definitely looks like an expensive weapon, probably imported from another country.
Okay.
It's not the traditional weapon that someone would keep,
Mhm.
at least not for here.
I will I'll grab it.
As you're walking up to this weapon, you hear, "Watch your hands, kid. I don't want you touching me just
I
yet. I don't know you like that.
I'm looking around right now. I am like, what the who? I thought nobody was in here.
What do you mean no one's in here? I've been in here the whole time.
I'm sorry, where are you?
I'm right in front of you. You don't see me? The thing
I'm
you were about to pick
looking
up?
at the I touched the sword and I'm like you're that.
Shit. One sec. What's your AC?
14. What's your AC? That's never a good sign. Excuse me.
All right, you take one damage.
Oh boy.
Like you get a little shock when you touch the sword. It's like I told you. Keep your hands away. All right. You got an understanding?
Sure. Sure. I won't. How are you talking?
You don't need to worry about that. Do want to know what's it look like out there?
I turn away and look outside the tent and I turn back. It's looking bad.
No one, no one else living but you.
Now that I saw, I wasn't from this battle anyway, but
Of course. Shit. All right. You'll have to do. I'm gonna need you to do me a little favor, kid.
sure.
So I'm gonna need you. I know I told you not to pick me up, but you're gonna have to for this. I'm gonna want. I'm gonna need you to bring me to someone.
So you hurt me and now you're like, pick me up.
Well,
Could
some
you make
random
up your
guy you
mind
didn't
sooner?
know came up to you and wanted to touch you. You think you'd just let that happen?
I mean, I'm not a sword, so I wouldn't
Almost a
know.
sword.
Repeat that?
I got feelings too. I don't like being touched
No.
by random people, especially people I haven't told that they can touch me. I'm giving you
Who do
permission
you,
to grab me now.
who who do you need me to take you to? I grab him. I assume him. I don't know what they are.
So, oh shit, almost fell. I'm gonna need you.
Oh boy.
I actually don't remember his name.
Well, that doesn't really help.
I'll remember it in time. It'll just it's
Any
gonna take a little bit. I
any
guess
descriptions? Need a little help.
no. Whenever I try to think of anything about him, it's kind of a blur. But I have a feeling I'll know him when I see him. Yeah.
Hmm.
But feels
You
like for
know,
now
I
I'm gonna be a little stuck with you.
I don't know about that. I came here to sell weapons like you, because I'm a little bit in debt right now.
And that to who?
This jackass named Raven, or the Raven, I don't, he's a dipshit.
Mobster? Like mob boss? Like who you borrowing
Something like
from?
that. Yeah, I'm a boss. Yeah.
Well, you help me, I can help you.
Are you gonna pay off my debt?
No, but I can give you the power to fight back.
I'm not so much of a fighter, though. I'm more like a runner.
You think running away is gonna keep you safe forever? You don't ever want to settle down?
It did for a while.
Well, you got caught eventually, didn't you? That's why you're here?
I would prefer to let the I put like finger quotes the heroes to deal with this shit.
What heroes? Are there heroes in this world? You think
I
there
don't know. You're
are?
probably trying to make me one.
I'm not trying to make you anything. I'm trying to give you something so that you just don't give me away.
So this is to your own benefit.
Obviously. You think I'm just giving you something out of.
Okay.
Look, if someone's ever trying to give you something for free and you don't know them, you're getting swindled.
So you're saying I'm getting swindled right now?
No, I'm not trying to give you for free.
Um, what do you get? What do you get out of me?
I get the. You said you're here to sell weapons off.
Yeah.
I'd probably make pretty decent. I'd probably be sold for pretty decent money. I don't want that. I can't control where I go. I can't control who. I can control who touches me and like other things for that happen to me. I can't move. I can't attack. Well, I can. I did to you, but I can't actively attack someone.
Right.
I'm kind of stuck like this for now, and I need someone to go around for me and look for this person I need. You sound like you'd be someone who I could latch onto for now.
So I get power. You get a bodyguard.
Yeah, something like that. And if you agree, I can tell you where all the nice, expensive weapons are.
Ah, you have a good point. Fine.
All right,
I can be your chauffeur.
sounds like a deal. I just
Sounds
need
like a deal.
blood. Go ahead and prick yourself against my blade.
How much do you need?
Just a drop of blood.
I take my index finger and run it across the blade. Not for long, but enough to have it trickle down. And I let it go into the blade.
Yep. The stream of blood that you had in there slowly fades into the sword. This might sound a little weird, but you don't taste half bad.
I don't like that. You can keep that to yourself next time.
Hey, just thought I'd tell you. I don't know. I don't know what you're into. All right, let me show you where these weapons are. He tells you where to go to get these expensive swords and other specially made weapons. And you got a big like bag pile full of really nicely kept weapons.
Mhm.
or ornamental jewelry. It's like gold, silver, jewels, as well as just like really pretty weapons, things that aren't actually used in battle. And you're able to go back and you go back and find Raven.
Mhm.
When you get to the village, the sword says, "Go ahead and drop me off at your wherever you're staying right now." Probably not the best idea to have him see me.
I'm sure he already knows, but okay. And I go to my inn, the inn area, and set him in the room. I try to like hide him underneath like the bed sheets and everything to make sure it's a little hard to find. Um, and then I take the cart to where I assume Raven found like told me a meeting place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I meet him there with all the goods.
Look at you. You did pretty nice for yourself, kid. See, this is
It
why
took a
I keep
while.
you around. You're a little bit in the ass, but you get the job done when I need you to.
I try my best.
You better. Alright, let me see what you got.
I move aside and let him go through the cart.
Just digging around. It's like, yeah, this is pretty nice. I like what you got here. Like, what are these? Some like sort of like silver? This brings a ring up to the
Fuck do I
sun.
know.
It's glint. Expect to hear from me soon. You'll get your money.
I look forward to it. I complete sarcasm.
Sends you on your way, and before you exit, he's like, "Make sure you stay in the city. We'll find you another job to do. Maybe something a little more dangerous next time."
Can't wait.
And that'll be the end of our session.
Ooh.